Hi everyone, it's Kim and I am back with a little project share. As you know, my last video I showed you some new crafty embly pieces that I got in, and I've altered some of them. The first piece I want to show you is not from that video, it's another piece that I already had, but it's a different technique. And actually the original person who did this was Victoria, and I will post a link to her tutorial on how to do this down below. She had done a Ustream on this, and mine is a little bit different than what she did, but the basic idea came from Victoria. I've never done this type of technique, and it's using modeling paste and stamping with your rubber stamp into the modeling paste. So it's a really cool technique, and I had a lot of fun doing this. So let me show you what I did. This is the piece that I altered. It is the dress form with wings, and I really like how this turned out. It's very, very cool. So what I did, and again you will see this in Victoria's video, I took my modeling paste and I went over the whole thing with modeling paste. And, oops, one second, something's sneaking over here. I went over the whole thing with modeling paste, and then what you do is you get your heat gun out and you let it and you dry it. But you dry it just to the touch, so that you can tell that underneath is still a bit soft. And when you use your heat gun, you'll be able to tell. You don't want it to be like super hard dry like it is now. You want it to still have a bit of give, but dry enough that when you put your stamp in the modeling paste, it doesn't like stick to your stamp. So after I did that, I took my heart stamp, and you can see it here, I think, and I stamped the heart in the center, and it's got a heart, couple of layers of a heart and a flower. And then on the wings here, I had a script stamp, and I put a tiny bit of black ink on it and wiped it off, and then I stamped, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but you can sort of see right there the script stamp, and I did the whole wing. There's some more there you can see with the script stamp. And I wanted the script to show a bit, so that's why I put a bit of ink on it. So I did that on both of the wings, and there you can see it there too. And then here on the body, down below, I took another little stamp that I had, and I just did across the base of the skirt here. And you can see the texture that creates. So it turned out really cool. And then after I did that, I dried it again. And the great thing is, if you make a mistake and you stamp it, it doesn't turn out or whatever, all you have to do is either spritz your modeling paste or add another light coat or something, and you can re-stamp it. So there's lots of give with the modeling paste. So that was kind of interesting to find out, because of course the first time I stamped this I didn't like how it turned out, so I had to fix it. So I redid it, and you know, I'm happy with how it turned out now. So after I dried it again, I took some of my holographic embossing powder and I just kind of sprinkled it here and there on top. You can see it's got quite a bit of glitter on it now, but I love that look. It looks very angelic to me, the finished piece. And then I embossed the powder on top. And then after that I took one of the Butter Bee Scraps metal pieces and I cut it into 3 pieces. So these 2 pieces here were on either end. And I put that at the top, and then I put these 2 pieces here, and I just sort of embedded them into the modeling paste. And I did put I think a drop of hot glue on there too, but that is the piece I did with the modeling paste and using your stamps to emboss inside the modeling paste. And there is a good shot of the texture you'll get. So, you know, that's pretty cool, because all of your stamps that you have, like, you know, you can emboss anything with the modeling paste. So it sort of opens up a new thing for you to craft with, because I've never used my stamps in my modeling paste, because I always thought, oh, it's going to get stuck in there and it's going to be all gummy, and you know, but it didn't. It worked out really well. I mean, you definitely need to have some baby wipes handy, because it is going to get some of it on your stamps, but as long as you wipe it out right away, like, it didn't really get that much on my stamps. So you know, I think it's a fun fun and different way to play around with your stuff. So anyway, check out Victoria's video for the tutorial. So there's that one, and then I took one of those gorgeous Gothic windows. This is my second piece that I did, and this is what I did with it. And I'm really hoping that the camera will pick up the colors. I turned it into like a stained glass window, and I'm hoping that you can see the colors there. I really hope you can see the colors in there. And I will explain to you in a moment what I did. So what I did was I took the glass bead modeling paste and the regular modeling paste, and I mixed them together because I really wanted this to have like the look and texture of a very aged stone. And when I mixed it together, I put a few drops of black acrylic paint in it until I got this really neat gray color. And I just sort of mixed it, and you can really see the texture there. Because you know what stone is like. It's not flat. It's very, very sort of bubbly and ripply, and you know. And I took inspiration from this from a church I visited when I was in Scotland, and it's called Rosslyn Chapel. And if any of you guys have seen the Da Vinci Code, then the movie The Da Vinci Code with Tom Hanks, then you know the Rosslyn Chapel is a very famous church. And I was just absolutely thrilled to visit that church. It was like a dream of mine to go there, and it was just stunning. And the stone in the church was this really beautiful pale gray color. And so that's where I sort of took my inspiration from to get the color for this window. And it really reminded me of the windows in that church when I was there. So that's sort of my inspiration for this project. And then after I had applied a really good coat of all of the modeling paste, the glass bead modeling paste, regular paste, and the black acrylic paint, which it took a while because I had to get all in through in here, you know. And you just layer it, and scrape it off, so you know you can still make out. You don't want to glob up the areas. You still want to, you know, maintain the shapes that are on the emblees piece. So I got that all on, and then what I did next was I took my brick masks, and I think I got those from Saw Crafters on Zibbet. I have two different ones. I have the regular brick mask, and then I have the reverse one. So the regular brick one, or the reverse one, I don't know which one this is, but anyway, I did that down at the bottom, and I just took my Lindy spray, which was Frolic in the Forest Black, and I sprayed the bottom part here with that brick mask. And then as you go up, I did the other brick mask, which just has the lines and things you can see. And after I did that, it was very dark, and I didn't like it at all. I really wanted it to look faded, so I took some gesso, and I took some silver alcohol ink, and I went around the window just to give it a little bit of sheen. I went around all the shapes here with the silver alcohol ink, and then white gesso over top of it. And it really turned out well because it really muted the brick mask, which is what I wanted. I didn't want it to be like so dark that it was standing out, because I really wanted this to have a very old, aged, and weathered look. So, you know, a couple of coats of the gesso on top, and, you know, just playing around with it until you get it like you want it. And then after that, I took another of the Butterbee Scraps gorgeous metal pieces, and I cut one out and I put it in the center here. And this again was one piece, and I cut it into 3. And then these are the other 2 pieces here. And I think I'm going to actually put a bit more gesso on top of these because they're a little too shiny. So I think I still may play around with that. But this is my stained glass window that I made, and I'm super happy with it. And the cool thing about this is I took it out to my kitchen and I put it in the kitchen window, and the colors are just beautiful because they shine through the window. And I will show you now what I did. There's the back, and the back actually looks pretty cool too. So what I did was super easy process, and I may come back and do a tutorial. So if anybody wants a tutorial on this, please let me know, and I'm happy to do it. I took a piece of acetate, and I took some colors of alcohol ink, and I just sort of dabbed them on And then I took a straw, just a plain old ordinary drinking straw, and when I had dabbed it on, I just blew into the straw, and then it sort of, you know, blew the alcohol ink into different directions. And then it dried, and then I just cut out the shape and attached it to the back, and it worked beautifully. And the neat thing was, after I had attached the acetate to the back of the window, I wasn't super happy with some of the color. It was too light, and I liked the darker, the purples, the reds, and the oranges and things, because I really wanted it to be vibrant. Because all of the church stained glass windows that I saw when I was in the UK were very vibrant colors, very rich. None of them were muted. So when I had this attached, I was able to look on the back here, and you can see the shapes through it, and I just, you know, sort of added bits and pieces where I knew it was going to show through of the alcohol ink, so I was able to darken the color. So that was kind of cool that I was able to play around with that and change the color around a bit once I had it attached. So that is my Gothic window, and I think I'm going to actually put a chain or something on it and hang it in my kitchen window, because it makes a beautiful sort of sun catcher when the sun is coming in, and the colors are really vibrant and pretty. So I think I'm going to do that. So that is my little crafty Embly project for today, and yeah, if you guys want a tutorial on this project, please just ask. I'm happy to do it. Let me know what you think, and I will put the link below to Crafty Emblies, and definitely go and check out their stuff, because it's so much fun to play with. I love it. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.